Zimbabwe uko hapo mnataka kunwase so usiambele mwakasi usiambele tunganiza usiambele kunwase tunganiza usiambele tunganiza usiambele tunganiza usiambele
Good morning, good afternoon, Zimbabweans. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you just for being here. We appreciate you. Welcome to your favorite program, Padare Namambo Swoswe. And as you said yesterday, you can see that I am alone. My partner in crime, Champion Barbara, Change Champion Barbara, is still mourning her father. Her father, Mr. Gwangwara, passed away in Marondera and was buried last week in Makoni. So she is still mourning. You know how it is to lose a loved one. We continue to say to Champion Barbara, we are praying for you and your family. But yes, we continue to look at the president's campaign across the country. Yesterday, as we reported, he was in Matabeleland, and today he addressed a blockbuster rally in Beitbridge. There were so many people. You will hear from people that were there. Soon we are going to cross over to them. They told me, they were saying that it was a Bamba crowd. People have never come the way they did. They have never showed up the way they did in Beitbridge today. We have never seen such a big crowd in Beitbridge in a long time. So that was a big rally there. As we're saying, it's one of the star rallies. Star rallies happen in the big cities. But besides the star rallies, President Chamisa is also addressing rallies at growth points, rallies Kumaruzeva. As we are speaking today, tomorrow you'll be at Muchakata, Kumashingo. Those who live in Muchakata, in Mashingo, you know where Muchakata is. Paseri pe Morgan Star, Ipababu. That's where it will be happening tomorrow. But today, we want to talk about Beitbridge. We want to talk about Rutenga because he also briefly addressed people at Rutenga and Ngundu. But as we will report and as you will hear from our reporters on the ground, he was supposed to address people at Ngundu, but the rally was cancelled at 3:45. That's what I got from Dr. Munya, that the rally, a rally which was supposed to start in the afternoon gets cancelled at 3:45. What does that mean? When someone is already on the way to the rally, you hear that the rally has been cancelled. But before we get into those negatives, let's hear about the positives. Timbonzwa mtakunanja wangochipakurirwa vanhu vekubed bridge na the champion in chief advocate Nelson Chamisa. We have a few important parts of his speech that we want to share with you here. Please, on the comment section, do tell us where you are watching from and how you are seeing the campaign so far. Today, as you know, it's 30 days to go. Just 30 days. Tatosarwane, just 30 days before we begin the process of change, which is going to begin on the 23rd of August. But let's hear President Chamisa in one of the clips from Bedbridge.
Why should we vote for change? 5 reasons. Number 1, we have to vote for change because we want a leadership that fears God. A leadership in which a leadership in which job scala. A citizens government. Toda kuchinja culture ya politics mZimbabwe. Mutungamiri ngawe mtungamiri wevanhu vose. Hurumende ngawe hurumende yemunhu wese. Upfumi hwenyika ngawe upfumi hwemunhu wese. Ndosakataka wene dindingira rokuti we want a government for everyone. We want jobs for everyone. We want education for everyone. Toda hurumende yema citizens inobva kuma citizens. Yokuti kana uri citizen unoziva kuti unoremekedzwa as a citizen. Pani zvino azhinji hamuna kodzero. Magetsi anoenda hapana kana minista anozokumbira ruregerero. Mvura hakuna kana unoexplaina why we don't have water. Isu tiri kutaura tapinda zvokudya mari somushonga wamusana muhurumende so hakuna izvozvo. Hurumende ye 50 ministers and below. Federal Minister 52. No job creation except to create a ministries as Navas. For Padare program in your back bridge way. Tiri Papa, Trukuna Zorera, Nyaya Kutipanda devolution Munikamuno. We want authority to be devolved. Devolution is the key to development in this country. Nyaya Kutizunuzese Harare, Rovora Harare, Kanama birth certificate Harare, passport Harare, birth bridge in Ofana, birth certificate at Puamuno, certificate at Puamuno, Rama passport in Muno, and activity the process the government. Devolution. But beyond devolution, executive mayor. Because executive mayor and accountability. Muno bed bridge, muno faranga muna mayor executive. Anengane kuti mune right of recall kana kataza kutilipa. Zvinofana kuitwa zoitwa tese tichiwirirana kuzoitwa nemaso. Zvese tiri kuitwa maraini mumaruwa. Zvamunangagwa zvokufamba achitira sabhuku edu nana madzishe mujiba wepati zviri kuzopera. Toda kuti sabhuku azive kuti munhu wese manhanga ese anofana kuchengetwa abudise nhopi. Whether munhu ndeweTPC kana ZANU-PF, you must treat people zvakafanana. Uye usabata sabhuku samujiba. Vari kutiudza mandiri kutendera masabhuku nezuro kumatebhelen. Zvikanzi tanzwa namunangagwa. Ari kuti titine vanhu kuinda kunovhota asiri kumuudza kuti munhu nemunhu ngaavhote. avhotere paanoda. Ndosaka ndakati nyika torai runonzi Bhurumango kunze ngaite green mukati yena kuitira kuti patinoenda kunovhota topedzerana nemunhu, patinoenda kuvhoti musi wa20 tikunopedzerana nenhamo, tiri kunopedzerana nehuori, tiri kunopedzerana nemhirizhonga, tiri kunopedzerana nekudeura ropa, tiri kunopedzerana neruvengo. Muri kuwiranapo here?
That was President Chamisa speaking in Beit Bridge there, addressing all the issues, all round issues from what he is going to do, what a CCC government is going to do when he comes in on the 23rd of August. Hansi, we want a government of citizens, by the citizens, a government for everyone, jobs for everyone, good infrastructure for everyone, good education, good health for everyone. We want a good Zimbabwe for everyone. That's what a CCC government is promising the people. And that's what President Chamisa was explaining, was articulating in Beit Bridge. You could see the Bamba crowd, the biggest ever crowd to be seen in Beit Bridge ever since. We have never seen such a big crowd. So I want to believe that Beit Bridge is ours. Beit Bridge is already in the bag. The president also talked about corruption. Anti-zvekudya mari kunge mushonga wemusana zviri kuitwa nana Munangagwa, zviri kuitwa neZANU-PF izvo zvinotopera. Hanzi majeri achazara nevanhu, majeri achazara nembavha, majeri achazara nevanenge vachiba. Zero tolerance to corruption. That's what he has always been saying. That's what we are going to get in the next government. Wouldn't that be nice? Because we all agree here, folks, that what has destroyed our country is not anything else. It's not sanctions, as they would want you to believe. What has destroyed Zimbabwe, it is the corruption, and the president was addressing that. And now, folks, we've just been joined by one of our correspondents in Masvingo, one of our champions from Masvingo, Mr. Wakura Warerwa. Thank you so much, champion, for joining us. You are live on Change Radio. You are also live on Zim I. If you can just introduce yourself so that the people can know who you are, what you're doing in Masvingo and everything. So that I know a lot of people have seen you on social media, but if you can just introduce yourself, and then we'll get right into what we want to discuss.
Okay. Thank you, champion. My name is Oklawari Wajona. I'm from Masvingo, and it's nice meeting you here and to be updating the nation about what transpired in Masvingo today. We always work to make sure that change arrives in all the remote areas in Masvingo. We are also part of the mapping crew. We are doing the mapping here in Masvingo. We are also working hard to make sure that everyone is protected and safe as we move with the motion that was moved by the youth, the REAP, register, elect and protect. Now we are preparing our people so that they may be able to protect the vote. Thank you.
Wow, powerful. Before we get into the Beit Bridge rally, you mentioned something very exciting there. Everyone wants to hear about mapping. How is mapping going there? Have you guys finished your polling stations in Masvingo?
At the moment, we can say we have mapped a lot of polling stations in Masvingo on our database. It's now revealing that we remain with about 300 polling stations. And mainly, we are actually worried. Why now? Because we have a lot of pressure in campaigning and actually pushing for change on the 23rd of August. But we have remained with 300 polling stations, which are under our what we call red zones, areas that we really need to map, in areas like Mwenezi, areas like Chirezi and Zaka. We are actually pushing our aspiring candidate there so that we may help them through the process. But we have only remained with about 300 polling stations, which we are promising that by the end of July, we must be able to have covered about 150 of those.
Wow. Thank you. Good job, champion. And I know you're one of the people that has been mapping polling stations. How many polling stations can a person map in a day?
In a day, now the challenge is this area that we are talking about, the ones asbestos. You discover that Mwenezi West, where we have about 30 polling stations that are not mapped, it's something like 100 kilometers. The radius the radius of the polling of the constituents. So we are having challenge that you can map up to 20 or 25 polling stations per day. If actually you go in the morning and you concentrate on that one, because the ones are spaced, it's very bad. The terrain is also bad. There are no roads. You know, this Narawa government have not done anything to improve the roads in rural areas.
Wow. Wonderful, Mr. Wakurawarerwa. Keep up the good work. Mapping. That's the way to go. We need to map all the polling stations. Folks, talk to your people wherever you are, your councillors, your members of parliament, so that they can keep mapping the remaining polling stations. Now, Mr. Wakurawarerwa, Bedbridge. How good was Bedbridge? I'm just hearing that it was a big rally.
Oh, that was good. Bedbridge was a massive rally. You see, ZANU-PF is actually shocked. ZANU-PF is actually worried. You know, this is the home area of that Kembo Mohadi.
Oh, yes, Kembo Mohadi.
So yeah, Kembo Mohadi. So they are worried. How come such a gathering where there are no buses and trolleys that fetch people around? But today, I think ZANU-PF actually know the truth that change is by the corner, change is coming, change is there, and people are going to vote for change on 23rd August. There was more than 40,000 people gathered there. We are happy, and we are looking forward to victory.
Wow. You said how many people gathered in Bedbridge?
More than 40,000 people gathered. We projected that more than 40,000 people gathered in Bedbridge.
Isn't that a record?
It's a record breaking. As we compare the gathering in 2018, that was massive.
Wow. Thank you so much for that. That is a Bedbridge, as you are also seeing from the pictures on the screen there. You know, a bumper crowd, over 40,000, as Mr. Wakurawarerwa is saying here. Now let's move on to Ngundu. The president also passed by Ngundu and also, is it Rutenga?
Yes, Rutenga.
Tell us about that. We saw tear gases and so forth.
We are worried and we are shocked with the response of the police, because the Rutenga rally was actually booked and approved. We had a scheduled rally there where the people from the rural areas wanted to meet their change champion in chief, Advocate Nelson Chamisa, because we had actually booked and we were sure that the president was going to pass through. But the police, after that shock rally that they witnessed today in Bedbridge, they tried by all means to stop the momentum by tear gassing people who had gathered. You could see that there were PA systems there. People were actually prepared to hear from the change champion, President Nelson Chamisa. But the police, they are receiving bad directives from the ZANU-PF people around there to stop gathering like that. Because remember, Rutenga is a raw setup, and that is their hub where ZANU-PF usually get about 23,000 votes. If you check in Mwenezi West, in 2018, a ZANU-PF candidate about 23,000 votes, and the MDC Alliance candidate about less than 2,000. So they have been protecting Mwenezi for a long now, but now they are worried, they are shocked that they are seeing people who were waiting for the president up to 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock, wanting to hear from him. So they tear gas them.
What coordinators?
With the team there, our district coordinator, Mr. Tinema Paper. I was talking to him right now. So are you safe now if you arrived home? And he told me it's now safe and everyone is safe. But some people are just are disturbed by the gas there. They inhaled the bad gas of the tear gas, which is not good in rural areas, which is not good in a campaign season.
Wow. That's yeah. As you can see, we are also putting the pictures there of the tear gases from Rutenga. But despite that, we hear that the president still managed to greet the people and say a few words to the people.
Yes, that's very true. The president, he was so brave today. We are liking how he is responding throughout the campaigns, how he is responding throughout, even when he was dealing with the Monzora issue. The president has shown that he is so brave and he is ordained to do this work, and God has actually ordained him to be the leader of this country. He managed to make sure that the people from the rural areas heard from him, and he managed also to make sure that he created some of these guys, so that the people were so motivated as they would go back their homes.
Wow. Thank you very much for that. And I know you want to rest, and the data and electricity, but the battery can just go down anytime. Tell us what's happening, what's in store for Masvingo again in the next day or two.
Okay, in the next day or two, we are in Masvingo, the cluster rally, and we are waiting, and we are preparing that we are going to witness thousands again gathering to hear from the change champion chief, and we are in the rural areas. We are not taking the city this time. We are saying no for these rallies. Let's go into the rural areas, and we are not shocked, and we are also not worried that it's now circulating in our WhatsApp platforms that ZANU-PF is planning to disturb this program that is coming in the next 2 days, which is tomorrow, in area called Masvingo Central. We are hearing that they want to liaise with the authorities that of Zimwa, so that they may open a certain river that to make sure that it's flooded, so that people can cross to the venue. So it's interesting that ZANU-PF is actually shocked and they don't want any engagement with of the people with the change champion in chief.
Oh my goodness. This is crazy. But before we let you go, how are you liking this strategy by President Chamisa to focus on the rural areas? I know, given the criticism before that Triple C or MDC then focuses in urban areas.
Yeah, this is a good move. This is a strategic move, because you see the people in the rural areas are receiving a lot of misinformation. ZANU-PF disseminate wrong information about sanctions. ZANU-PF disseminate wrong information about people being sellouts. And now the people who have been labeled bad are coming to the rural areas. They are visiting the people where they are living. They are not being passed, these people, to a certain area. So now the rural areas, they are happy because they are witnessing a leader who is coming to them, which is a good principle in terms of leadership, where you are showing that you value the people, not wanting people, you want not passing them to you. So you are going to the people. That's respect, and that's Ubuntu in terms of rural areas. So this is a strategy, because people have got enough time to discuss and to share their views. You see what the president is doing. People just see him on stages. You don't know, a lot of things happening in the background. Where after meeting leaders, I think you saw that in Matebeleland, where he was sitting under a tree and he was talking with the leaders there. It's happening everywhere. So this is a good strategy, and we know that that's why ZANU-PF is thrilled, and that's why they are stopping all these gatherings in the rural areas, because they want to avoid the engagement, because the real issues are being addressed in background offices.
Wow, powerful. And your message to the youth in Zimbabwe and in the diaspora as a youth yourself.
Okay. Thank you for this opportunity. This is my message to the young people. This is the time we must make use of the social media to disseminate the change that we want. There is no change without us being involved. So even if you're in the diaspora, This is the time you tell your relatives, your friends. This is the time you tell the people that you land with that this is the only chance that has remained, so that we change Zimbabwe. I always like to tell young people that if you are in your 20s today, if you fail to change Zimbabwe today, on 23 August, it means you have lost your 5 years. Which means sometimes some of you will want to get married, you will fail to get married because you don't have the money, you don't have the job, you don't have the resources. So you must today resolve to go and vote for change. So there's nothing to fear. And my last message to the youth in rural areas or in Zimbabwe, as you go to vote, you don't have to worry. There's no camera in that ballot box. There is nothing. There's no one that sees where you're putting your X. So put your X on all Zimbabwe candidates. You don't have to worry. No one sees you. Your vote is a secret. And we will rejoice together in public. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you. Powerful message there. To those that are just joining us, we were talking to Mr. Wakura Warerwa, one of the change champions, the young people that is championing change in Masvingo. And he was just giving us quick updates about the Beitbridge Rutenga and Ngundu rallies and what will be happening in Masvingo in the next few days. Thank you very much, Mr. Wakura. We'll connect with you tomorrow as we continue with the updates of President Chamisa's campaign rallies.
Okay, thank you. I'll be available tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Right, that's the update from people on the ground. One of our champions, one of our correspondents, Change Radio correspondents on the ground, giving you updates to what is going on, and we'll continue with that as we go throughout the country. President Chamisa focusing on the rural areas to try and get out the rural voter, the much needed rural voter. Remember, folks, that we have more people in the rural areas than in the urban areas. So it makes sense for the president to focus in the rural areas and continue to deliver a message of hope, a message of bravery to the people in the rural areas. Remember, as Mr. Wakura Warerwa was saying here, that there is a lot of misinformation that is going on in Zimbabwe, in particular in rural areas. People are being told that we are going to see you while you are voting. We will see where you have put your X. But that's not true. That's the misinformation that we need to correct. You and me have a job to do. Iweneni tine basa. Taurira mai vako, taurira baba vako, taurira vanhu vose vari kumusha kuti hakuna achakuona, musanyeperwe. You guys have an important role to play. All of you that are watching here, I can see over 250 people on ZimEye, over 100 people on Change Radio, and I know there are hundreds others on YouTube and on Change Radio itself. We are sending you this very important message. Talk to your relatives, talk to your folks, talk to your communities. Tell them that it's lies. Nobody is going to see you when you're voting, when you're in the ballot box. Nobody can see you. The people are being told lies by ZANU-PF. It's propaganda. You know, they're just trying to trick the people in the rural areas. How do you allow your mother to be tricked? Nobody is going to see her while she is voting. ZANU-PF is telling people that they are going to be using drones. They're going to be using video cameras. There will be someone who will be far away, who will be pointing a video camera at the ballot box. What load of nonsense. Iwewe nekungwara kwawakaita iwewe. Iwewe nekugara kwawaita muAmerica, muUnited Kingdom, muSouth Africa, wherever you are. Woudzirwa mai vako manyepo akadaro iwayo. Woudzirwa baba vako manyepo akadaro iwayo. Amai vako izvozvo zvandiri kutaura so, vari kuudzwa kunzi unotaura kuti haugone kunyora kuitira kuti tikuvhotere. Iwo unoziziva kuti mai vako vanogona kunyora, but uri kurega mai vako vachiudzwa naSabhuku, vachiudzwa naVidiko, vachiudzwa naChief kuti hauende kunovhota iwewe nekuti haugone kunyora, uchataura kuti haugone kunyora. Mai vako vakaita standard 7, mai vako vakaita form 4, mai vako vakadzidza, vanoudzwa sei kunzi iwewe usaende kunovhota, unovhoterwa nemumwe kana kuti unovhoteswa nemumwe munhu. you become an assisted voter. Ramba is also, you have an important role to play, folks. You have an important role to play. Word of mouth is critical. Word of mouth is important. Talk to your relatives. Nyora ma group, nyora ma family groups enyu, taurira vanhu kuti inhema idzo, dzidzisai vanhu. You know, you have to do your own voter education. We have to do our own voter education. Remember, we are on our own. So let's continue. Let's support. Let's consolidate what the president is saying during rallies. Though not all people are attending rallies. The majority of the people vanotochka kumaruzeva kuti vaatende marallies. Totenda iva vari kuatenda, vari kuratidza ushingi, vari kutungamidza ushingi mberi vachiatenda marallies. But let's help them. Let's do the best that we can from the comfort of your home in London, in Canada, in Germany, wherever you are. Talk to your people. That's the key word. That's what you can do right now. You can't go and vote, but there's still something that you can do. You can still use 1+5. 1+5 is still working. The president was talking about it again in Badebridge, that talk to somebody, talk to 5 people, and those 5 people should also talk to 5 other people, and let's keep the message going. Let's keep the message moving. That's what's going to win us this election on the 23rd of August. You're seeing what happened in Rutenga. Tear gas is being thrown. So it means the president didn't deliver the whole message that he wanted to deliver in Rutenga. But if you are here, you're from Rutenga, chipedzisa. Pasirwa na president ipapo, mashoma vataura iwayo, iwewe chenda mberi, chipedzisa. Talk to your mother, talk to your father. But yes, it's not about me. You know, if you give me a platform, the purpose of the program is to discuss the president's rallies. If we can play another clip from President Chamisa in Badebridge. He was on fire today, and the people were also on fire. They were responding. And as we listen to that clip, know that all the 40,000 people that attended the Badebridge rally, no one was frog-marched. No one was forced, as we are seeing with ZANU-PF rallies. Musavhunduke, marali amuri kuona ana Mnangagwa anenge akazara. Musatombovhunduka zvenyu. Ndo inonzi Brumango strategy yacho iri kushanda ipapo. Vanhu vari kutya kurohwa, vanhu vari kutya kuvictimizwa. So they just go to those rallies. Ngavaende kumarali. Taurirai ana mai venyu nana baba venyu vaende kumarali. Otherwise they'll be targeted. But they must know that they are green outside, but yellow inside. You need to tell your parents that. Musavhundutsirwe, musatye nemarala ana Mnangagwa. Don't worry about that. Vanhu vedu, varimo imo vanhu vedu, takashare half the people vanenge varipo, vanhu vari ve-CCC. And I can tell you, they are still going to vote CCC. Let's listen to this short clip from the president.
Ndauya nhasi kuti ndingokuudzai Badebridge. Hurumende itsva yakuuya. Hurumende itsva haikoneswi. Musi wa 24 August tineta nehurumende munyika muno. Sei tichida hurumende itsva. Tinoda hurumende itsva nokundanzwa muno Badebridge. Kuuya kweZimborders. Kwaunza nhamo, kwaunza kutangura, kwaunza kushupika. Sei mukomana achifana kupinda nehurumende itsva achifana kupinda. Isu tinozviziva kuti pabhodha pano munorarama nekutreda neSouth Africa. Kana maibhadhara mari 1/4 rands, 2/4 rands. Makunzibhadhara 1,400 rands. Izvozvo kuratidza kuti ihurumende isinganzwisisi. Isu patinopinda tinoita zvinhu zviviri. Chokuti haleluya. Asi sei vari kudaro muridzi wekambani rikuita zvemabhodha akauya necorruption. Ndonyaya kuti kana tapinda ndine chochi inovheneka pese pane zvifukuto zvapedza dura renyika. Tengi iro rinongoda mari shoma shoma kuti mvura inge ichipedziswa kuti iuye mapai. Ndorimwe basa rinokuratidza kukonewa kwehurumende haumbokuoni kure. Hurumende inoonekwa kukonewa mudumbu mako. Hurumende inoonekwa kukonewa muhomwe mako. Hurumende inoonekwa kukonewa pamvura yaunogeza. Hurumende inoonekwa kukonewa parodi dzamunofamba. Hurumende inoonekwa kukonewa pazvikoro zvinoenda vana venyu. Hurumende inoonekwa kukonewa panhamba yevanhu vari mudiaspora. Hurumende inoonekwa kukonewa pakuti ashaya mari yokubhadhara rora vanhu vakungoti ndawana.
Hanzi uchi na team hanzi uchi we speech ya president very enriching, a very powerful speech. Hanzi kukoniwa kwenyika, kukoniwa kwehurumende kunoonekwa mudumbu mako. You know, the failure of a government, you feel it in your stomach. The failure of a government, you see it in the streets with people taking up to drugs, young people spending time in the streets, not going to work. The failure of a government, you see it in the country's economy, in the number of people that are in the diaspora. You see it in the hospitals that have no medication. You see it in the poor education system that has become the norm in Zimbabwe. Saka automboda kuudzirwa kuti zvinhu hazisi kufamba muZimbabwe. Saka ndotoshaya kuti iye anotaura kuti anoda kunovhotera ZANU-PF. Unonge uchivhotera chii kuZANU-PF? Unonge uchivhotera chii? Chii chiri kuitwa neZANU-PF? Those promises, those empty promises, it's time for the promises again. They will start promising you free education that never came when they promised in 2018. They will start promising you jobs that never came. In fact, we are now one of the worst countries in terms of our unemployment rate in Zimbabwe. So what promises do you continue to listen to from ZANU-PF? Please, let's do our due diligence. Let's do our part as people in the diaspora, those in Zimbabwe. Let's spread the message. Let's talk to each other, and let's keep, telling each other what needs to be done. Anzi kusimbisana, tichisimbisana, tichingotaura kuti isu ngativhoterei mukomana ngaapinde. Tiende comment section tinzwe kuti vanhu vari kuti chii. Fungai nyanganji ZANU-PF, they are busing people and give them one loaf bread ne KFC. This must end. Sure, ungapiwe KFC and then what? Zoperera ipapo, usanyengedzwe nesweet mwana weZimbabwe. Usanyengedzwe. Fungai, I like that comment, very powerful comment. Green outside, yellow inside. Timmy Tay, ndo yatange tichataura iya Burumango approach kuti musavhundutsirwe nevanhu vari kuenda kumarali vari muri kuona vachinzi vaenda kurali yeZANU-PF. Half of them vamanikidzwa kuenda kurali, half of them iBurumango ndevedu. Vanenge vachingoenda nekuti vari kutya kumbunyikidzwa, vari kutya kurohwa, vari kutya kupisirwa dzimba. Saka do not worry about that. Let's continue to educate our people kuti kana waenda kurali yeZANU-PF hazvireve kuti wakuvavhotera, kana kuti kana wapiwa maKFC ari kutaurwa. Ndakanzwa kune vamwe vaipiwa, vaipromiswa mbudzi, vamwe vachipromiswa huku, vamwe vachipromiswa mombe. Hazvisiri izvo zvatiri kuda. We want to buy our own cows. You want to be able to buy your own huku, your own mbudzi. Why should you be given? Give us the job. Give us an environment which will make us thrive, so that we'll be able to buy our own cows, our own goats. We don't want handouts from ZANU-PF. Ngatimukei vana veZimbabwe. Vuka Zimbabwe, vuka. Sarambe uchiudzwa zvinhu zvisina nebasa rezo. Unopiwa KFC and then what? Jack Ngwenya, CCC, carries life for Zimbabwe. Viva CCC. Angile Mulombe, Ngangile Mulombe. That's a very good there. Johnson Zivugu CCC for government. Ngapinde hake Commander Stuart Chiera Chielele Magadigo Chiera. Please, President must avoid night travels. He is a target and Hatidi Navo, please. That's a very, very thoughtful there, Chiera. Yes, he needs to avoid traveling at night. ZANU-PF is, finding a way of getting to him. We know that they planned something on his way from Gweru when he went to do the that big rally, the launch of the campaign. We heard that they planned to do something. So yes, I totally agree with you. You should avoid traveling at night. But at the same time, this man, has been moving, traveling the length and breadth of the country. I don't even think he is sleeping at all. So let's pray for him. And let's continue to pray for him. And Zimbabweans, let's continue to support the struggle. And talking about supporting the struggle, if please, you can post the weather. The people in weather are asking for your support, whatever you can give. If you can chip in with $10, with $5, with $20 for the weather campaign, please do just jump on the link that we are posting right now. Kiss goes by favor. Chief one of weather saga. Wherever I can, I have to try and beg for the people of weather. We are trying to win weather for change. Toda weather. Kwachiwenga uko toda kuirova, toda kuitora weather chiwenga akatarisa, toda kuitora weather chiwenga wacho aripo, and those kuitika izvozvo. And I can tell you, those people in weather are working every day. They're doing door-to-door campaigns. They are working, and I can tell you that come 23 August, I'll be here and I'll be telling you that weather is in the bag, weather Tatora, and it'll be weather for everyone, because when weather votes for its members of parliament, for its councillors, they also vote for President Chamisa. So please help us win weather for change. Jump on the link right there and just give us $5. Help Chief Shoshe to help the people of weather. I help everywhere. When there's a fundraiser for Matabeleland, I'll be there. When there's a fundraiser for Midlands, I support. When there's a fundraiser for Mashingo, I support. So please help me help weather by just donating. If you are happy with the work that we are doing here, jump on the link and support Weather for Change. Watching from Zambia, Tave Kuyambuka, Hinges, and Tave Kuyambuka, Gungwa Juku, that's Mute Alfred Mute, that's my friend there, the chairman for Zambia. My brother, how are you doing? How is Zambia? Please click on the link there and come and tell us how Zambia is supporting the struggle. What you guys are doing there? Alfred Mute, my college mate, he was watching from Poland. Isaac, thank you so much. I know it's very early in the morning in Poland, but you are here with us. Evidence that a new great Zimbabwe. Tapota, let's raise awareness. Kune vanhu vari kufamba vachibvarura kune vanhu vakufamba vachibvarura maposta eCCC. They should be sued. Very, very, very true. Very true. Mukamuona achitora mugirikini achidaro torai mapicture tivakande social media so that we name and shame them, those that are doing that. Just take a quick picture, don't do it to choose one, otherwise you may get in trouble. But let's do that. There we are. There is the link. Jump on the link and do something, guys, for whether Atwell Sitole from Botswana, Dumela, Ra. Are you going to vote? We say to all the people that are in and around Southern Africa, in Botswana, in Zambia, in South Africa, in Mozambique, please prepare to go and vote. And I know that there are people that will be flying all the way from the United Kingdom, from Australia, from America, everywhere. I know people that are preparing to go and vote. Please, let's do that. Remember, every vote matters. Some of our ticket UK kunovota. Your vote is worth more than the $2,000 or the £2,000 that you are buying that ticket for. That vote is worth way above that. So you are not losing anything by traveling to go and vote. It is important. Let's prepare to go and vote. Very soon, we'll be sending you a link, Zimbabweans in the diaspora. If you want to be a polling agent, if you want to assist in defending the vote, or if you want to be an election monitor or whatever, we'll be sending you a link so that you can volunteer to be a polling agent. Remember, we are short of polling agents. So if you are traveling and you'll be in Zimbabwe on the 23rd of August, we'll soon be giving you a link where you can jump on, register your name to be a polling agent, volunteer. Let's do that. They did it in Zambia. It worked out very well. So we're going to try it ourselves. The link is already there. We're just waiting to make sure that everything is in place. And then now we put it out there. Remember, we're going to vet the people that are going to jump on that link. We're not just going to take anyone. We'll make sure that the people that we are selecting from the diaspora that will be helping in the elections will be well vetted. But we need polling agents, volunteers. We need you guys to volunteer to do something when you are in Zimbabwe. We want you because we don't have to pay you. You already have your money, so we don't have to pay you. So, my mzukuru munumtapa, Madam Rosim Zuguru, Mambo Soshe is in the house from Philadelphia. Champion, if you can put the link there for the studio, so that Munumutapa can join his Sekuru here, so that we celebrate what happened in Masvingo, and especially Bedbridge. The Mzukuru chief is from Masvingo. We just want to hear how happy he is that Bedbridge was so successful, and also that there will be rallies in Masvingo starting from tomorrow. This is really powerful. Message in the vibrant rallies of Chamisa, there is a refreshing absence of certain elements that have become synonymous with ZANU-PF gatherings. Unlike their counterparts, Chamisa's rallies embrace a different approach altogether. No busing. Yes, that's very true. They come from on their own volition, driven by their passion for change and their belief in the movement. Number two, chicken in. Unlike ZANU-PF rallies, where the promise of free meals tends to, draw the people to go to those rallies. Endai munodya, endai munorova, musaregedze kudya chicken in or chicken licken. Endai munoirova kana mapiwa idyai. But even waguta ziya kuti if you want change in Zimbabwe that lasts, you are going to vote for President Chamisa. Chicken licken will not help you. Chicken licken is not for life. It's just for a day. We want change for life. Yeah, ziva guru idziva kamwe paro watsumo apo tsumo nemadimikira. Sando kuna President Chamisa. So I don't know what you're trying to say. Simba Mukanda Tama hitting the crossbar. Ngapinda ake mkomana. Yes, ngapinda ake mkomana. That's the song. It's 30 days from the election day. 23 days. 20 August 23. We are just 30 days from the election. The most important election in our lifetime. Please make sure you are playing a part. Make sure you are playing a part. If you are here and you haven't done something, you haven't donated a cent. If you are here and you are Zimbabwean and you haven't done anything, I don't know what I can say. I don't know what name. I mean, I don't want to give you names, but I'm telling you, this is it, guys. As a Zimbabwean, it's your obligation. It's a duty. It's a mandate, a generational mandate that you have. As a generation, we need to come up, stand up as a generation and serve the next generations that are to come. And you can do that by donating to any one of the fundraisers that you are seeing. There are a plethora of fundraisers. There are so many fundraisers. One of them is just there, the Wedza fundraiser. Whether you come from Wedza or not, it's Wedza for everyone. Jump on that link and donate something. But I was saying, please find something that you do. Plug in somewhere as a Zimbabwean. How do you not do something in this struggle when we fully know that change in Zimbabwe, it has to be supported by the citizens. It has to be supported by us. There is no fairness. Zimbabwe is not America, where the Republicans and the Democrats have access to funds, have access to campaign funds, can get funds from anywhere, from everywhere. We don't have that system in Zimbabwe. Only ZANU-PF has access to funds. Only ZANU-PF has money for campaign. We don't have money for campaigns. Our money that we are using, the president, the way you see him traveling, there are people that are donating money for his fuel. Fuel ikutombopera, president achifamba neconvoy yavo, because iwewe ukuramba kubuditsa ka $10 kako, ukuramba kubuditsa $5, ukuramba kubuditsa $20. You are preferring to go to McDonald's. You are preferring to have four or five meals when Zimbabwe is burning, and it's going to burn more if we don't vote for change on the 23rd of August. Nothing is going to change. Nothing will change in Zimbabwe unless we vote for change. Believe you me, things will get worse. People will continue to suffer. Yes, you may be doing well. Yes, some relatives may be doing well in Zimbabwe, but that's not what we want in a country. We want everyone to do well. We want everyone to have jobs. We want jobs for everyone. We want prosperity for everyone. We want access to schools for everyone. We want access to healthcare for everyone. We want a good Zimbabwe for everyone. Not a Zimbabwe where other people have and other people don't have. We don't want that Zimbabwe. And we can finish that. We can finish that on the 23rd of August. But if you can't go and put your ex pamkomana pa ex up pamkomana, if you can't go, then donate to a fundraiser. Find something that you do. There are so many fundraisers that are going on right now. People are wanting help. People are begging for help. Vanhu vari kufamba netsoka kumaruzevha vachiita ma-door-to-door campaigns. They are not fighting for themselves to become councillors or members of parliament. Don't get that wrong. They are fighting for a new Zimbabwe. They are fighting for a new great Zimbabwe. President Chamisa is traveling the length and breadth of our country, risking his life, driving at night at high speeds in those bad roads. He's not doing it so that he just becomes president. He's doing it so that there's change in Zimbabwe. So compliment. That's all we are saying. Compliment that. Just do something. Zimbabwe, I appeal to you. Please, find something that you can do in this struggle. Don't sit there and not do something. Not doing anything is not an option. Can never be an option. If you don't have money, I'm not saying everyone has money, volunteer. Volunteer to be an agent. Volunteer to defend the vote in Zimbabwe. You are here, you are listening, you are in Zimbabwe, you can't do anything, you don't have money, we understand. But do not leave the polling station. Be there, encourage other people never to leave the polling station. We're going to watch another one more video from Bridge, where President Chamisa was addressing the last one, and then we call it quits for tonight. But please, let's think about this do something, donate something to this struggle. Don't wait for someone to do it. Don't wait for Chief Source. Don't wait for the person next to you. Everyone, has to do something. Everyone. This is it, guys. Watch this last clip from President Chamisa.
Inclusive government.
Was President Chamisa again at the Beitbridge Star Rally. A Bamba crowd, as you could see there. Thank you, Beitbridge. Thank you for a wonderful reception to our president. And thank you, everyone. It's just 2 minutes to the hour here, which means that we have been here for an hour. Usually we want to do 30 minutes updates, but today there was just so much to share. And if you missed Mr. Wakura Urero's updates, don't worry, you'll catch him tomorrow. You'll be here together with Dr. Munyawe Jira. They'll be giving us updates from the rallies that will be taking place in Masvingo tomorrow. So please, keep tuned to Zimai, keep tuned to Change Radio, keep tuned to our YouTube channels, and also please do subscribe to Change Radio so that we can keep giving you all these updates. I want to thank you, everyone who was here. We have been here since the beginning of the hour. We appreciate you. And I also want to salute all those that are supporting the struggle. And I also want to say thank you and God bless you to all those that donated to the Wedza fundraiser. I know a few people did jump on and donated something. If you still haven't and you want to help someone in the rural areas, we have a counselor there, Councillor Nekairo, who, the only lady in Wedza. That's why I'm just, picking her up. And, she is doing a lot of good work, representing the women, moving around on foot. Vachifamba netsoka vachidya mufushwa pavanenge vasangana nevanhu vanenge vachidya mubora vachidya all that in the name of freedom, all that in the name of Zimbabwe. So just do something, just donate something there. And besides that, there are also so many fundraisers that are ongoing. The youth, the women call to act. So many fundraisers are happening. So just find somewhere where you donate something. Uri munhu rudzi unobva waomera zvekutadza kana kuburitsa kuita chapungu chaicho kutadza kuburitsa kana dhora zvaro kana dhora zvaro. Aiwa ngatiregedzei kudaro vasikana, ngatiregedzei kudaro vakomana. This is our Zimbabwe. We want a Zimbabwe for everyone, but that Zimbabwe will not come until we do something. Unless you and me do something, we have to play our part. Let's do that. And then, like Mr. Wakura Orerwa was saying, that yes, it will be painful as we donate money right now. It is painful as our people are being tear gassed, as our people are being targeted and are being beaten up and being harassed by ZANU-PF. It's painful, but I can tell you, we are going to rejoice. We are going to enjoy the fruits of our pain on the 23rd of August. And even you who is digging deep in your pocket, digging deep in your wallet, in your handbag, and donating, I know it's painful. I know, kunorwadza, mari dzacho dzawandisa dziri kuburitswa. I know there are people that have put Zimbabwe on a budget of $1,000 a month, because they are always there at each and every fundraiser, on the Twitter spaces, on Facebook, in the groups, in WhatsApp groups, in community groups. They are always donating, and therefore they had to budget at least $1,000 a month. I know that there are people that have taken second jobs so that they can support this struggle. I know there are people that are working extra shifts, that are requesting overtime from their employers so that they can raise money for Zimbabwe. We want to thank you for that. And I also know that there are people that are praying for Zimbabwe every day. Every day they're praying for Zimbabwe. They're praying for the leadership, for the president, and for everyone who is working in this struggle. We thank you and we pray for you for God to keep you, to keep you going, to give you the strength to keep praying for the party. And I also know that there are people that are sacrificing their properties, that are giving the party their houses, their cars. And if you are here, you have any one of those things, you have a car, you have a truck, you have anything that you want the party to use until the 23rd of August, please do get in touch, and we'll get you, linked up so that you can support the struggle in a way that you can. There is something for everyone here. Thank you very much for joining, and even just for coming here to listening and then spreading the word, and then telling somebody, telling 5 others. We thank you for doing that, even for sharing this video, this program, because it means if you share, other people are going to see it, and other people are going to spread the word, are going to teach others. That's what we want, and that's how we're going to win this struggle. It's a war of information, and that information war, we are winning it. ZANU-PF is trying to misinform people, but we are getting here in these programs so that we keep informing people, we keep educating people, and we give people the correct information and the right information. Thank you very much. God bless you. We meet again in other programs. Yours truly, Mambo Sose, signing off.
Tsunami,